Hi, my name is Marsha Walters and I live in Buford, Georgia, but today I'm in Milledgeville, Georgia, visiting my son and his family. I started my Etsy shop about 3.5 years ago. The inspiration for my shop comes from my mom's and my own struggle with breast cancer. My mom had a mastectomy and was clear from cancer for about 10 years before getting hit with multiple myeloma, which is also a type of cancer. She fought that for 2 years, and then when she was 84, it took her life. 10 years ago, my fight began. I had just been through an extremely stressful time in my life. The last of my 3 children had moved off to college in Athens, Georgia, and was beginning her college life. I was 50, and I was ready to start the next chapter of my life. I was diagnosed with an infiltrating ductal carcinoma with DCIS and metastasis to my lymph nodes. I went through surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. The journey puts you through a lot, and it teaches you a lot. I saw my friends and family rally around me and carry me through tough times. I wanted to get depressed very often, but my kids, who were 25, 23, and 18 at the time, would not let me get depressed. I told them at one point that I would never, ever, ever take chemo again. And they didn't like hearing that, but I was serious about it at the time. But of course, it's 10 years later now, and I would go through it again if I had to. So many women and families are touched by this disease. I was watching the show Parenthood, and when Christina was going through her breast cancer, there was a part where her mother-in-law brought her a red and black shirt that had been worn by previous chemo patients, and she would be the 7th one to wear it. That was the inspiration for beginning my shop. I came up with my shop originally and named it after my mom, Clara Pearl's Closet. I have since changed the name to CancerCare Gift Baskets to reflect more what I do. I made gift baskets for people going through cancer and the possible surgery, chemo, and radiation to follow. Most people know of someone going through a cancer journey. I wanted to offer something that caregivers, family, and friends could get for their friend or family member who is going through this. I make throws, hats, aroma rats for hot. Excuse me. I just read a story to my grandson about rats. So I make aroma wraps. That's for hot or cold therapy. I make infinity scarves and tote bags, and I'm also trying to teach myself how to make socks and slippers. I also make robes. I make a shorter bed jacket and a longer knee-length one, and I make them in a kimono pattern, but I call them my kimonas for women going through chemotherapy, because they give a lot more room in the chest and arm area. Okay, let's see. I put all the items in a decorative box or a basket or a tote bag. My son is actually videotaping this for me, and he has 3 children, and here's one of them, here's another one, and the other one is walking around. We can't keep her still. But 10 years ago, these 3 did not exist.
She's a witch.
And now these are 3 of the 5 grandchildren that I have. Life after cancer has definitely been different. It's had its ups and downs. But wherever the journey takes you, I promise you it is worth it to get through it and write your own story. Thanks for visiting my shop. And so long from Georgia.